Greetings, dear Lightworkers. It's Sakari here again. Now with a little different look this time. Letting go of the past, cut my hair. Going to renew myself. It's been quite the process recently. Been just looking at like all the traumas, all the difficult things in my life from so many different angles. My mind bombarding me all the time like, look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, accept this, accept this, accept this, in this way. So it definitely seems it's a big time transformation still. I was actually doing like trying to do a channeling about the Orion star race, but I did it in the forest and it was night time and there were just too many mosquitoes, so I had to cancel that. So let's see if I can do it again at some point. But today I think we're gonna channel information to this moment, and yeah, let's see what comes. And thank you for listening. And I've already done my tunings and my affirmations and so on. So let's see what they bring into this moment and this time. Thank you. Greetings, dear Lightworkers. We who now speak through Sakari represent the Sirians, one of the councils of 12 of the Sirians, who are working closely with planet Earth and its ascension process. We are here monitoring the status of your ascension process all the time from our ships above your atmosphere in invisible states where you cannot see them with physical eyes. But we are there all the time, protecting, guiding, helping, seeing what is going on your planet. And at this point, we want to bring information on this ascension process and how it is proceeding in this moment, and what energies you should be taking into consideration as a light worker or as somebody who is still awakening to his or her path. In this moment we say, congratulations, you have gone through a major transformation portal. A lot of you have now stepped on a path that will lead to a point of no return, a point of total victory, a point of total coming together as one, so to speak. Many of you already can feel this energy, have shed their old skin, have let go of so much of the old that the new energy can enter their bodies, their spirits, and their whole being of consciousness. The process that is now going on is still going on, but many of you can at this moment in this energy feel the serenity of the energy that is now coming into your lives. Those who have worked deeply with yourselves, let go a lot of energy, let go a lot of the old traumas, let go of a lot of the old resistance towards the things you have done. Those who have decided to accept that whatever I did in my life, I did it because there was a reason for it. We would say, if you still feel that you are being bombarded with this information, with this knowledge about your so-called wrongdoings, we would try to remind you that you are not alone in this process. Many and all human beings on planet Earth right now who have awakened to the process of receiving and opening up to the energy are now going through this transformation where they are, or they have been, so to speak, bombarded with these views, with these even violent views, even disturbing views, even views of things that cause discomfort in your life. So you have been kind of like forced to look at whatever you have done in your life and accept it and let go of that which does not serve. So this is the global energy right now that we see you are going through. And the sun is still supporting that transformation in a slightly more or less strong way than before this year, but you're still on that path of shining like a bright sun, shining outwards all that darkness that which does not resonate anymore. In those moments where you're still feeling ill, or maybe depressed, or maybe distressed about the things you have to face, you would say you are not alone in this. You are definitely not alone in this. All, if not most, light workers, most, if not all, light workers right now are processing the heavy energies of the collective consciousness. Those things are more and more coming to the surface as we speak. More of that which has not been looked at will come to the surface in a slightly more fine-tuned ways, fine-tuned releases of energy. We are there also with our other allies, helping and limiting the energy that comes to this planet. In the sun, there is this mechanism we have built there together with the alliance of the stars, star systems, that helps planet Earth to take that energy in a very controlled way, so it would not be too much for you. But we say in this moment, as an encouragement for you light workers especially, that you are here as warriors of light. You will have to endure this, there is no other way. We say you will have to, is because in a way there is no choice anymore. You are here to complete your mission, whatever it is personally for you. And that would require many of you to take this attitude of a spiritual warrior that does not lay down when he is being kicked down, but he gets up and fights again. Yes, we say fight again, although we don't mean it as a physical fight or a spiritual fight, but as a fight to win yourself. There might be now moments in your life where you will have to let go of many of the things you have already thought are yours, or you have get used to living with. Maybe you will have to let go of material things or physical things or relationships, but they will show you through the pain of not working anymore. They will show you how to release those. You might feel that you cannot uphold these things in your life anymore. They just weigh too much on your shoulders. And this is a sign that you're close to release. When you have a lot of pressure, a lot of weight on your shoulders, you might collapse even under the weight of that. But know that this collapse does not mean that you have lost, that you have done something wrong. This collapse might many times mean that you're now ready to let go of that weight on your shoulders. Maybe you were holding it there yourself without even knowing it, without even realizing you were keeping yourself in this place of dualistical thought pattern, in this place where you think you should have this and that and those things, or this kind of relationship, or this kind of house, or this kind of job, or whatever that is currently causing you a lot of stress in your life. But this information that is now coming from the sun through the rays of light and the geomagnetic energies is now forcing you to really look and let go of that which you cannot hold anymore. So we would guide you to really try to see, what am I holding on to which does not serve anymore? And then under the pressure that is still growing on your planet Earth through this geomagnetic radiation coming from the sun. Yes, we talk about pressure because the geomagnetic storms are now hitting your planet on a very strong and an even difficult way. You might feel very difficult when you are going through that. But just know it feels difficult because it is difficult to let go of that old. It is not an easy task to transform. The planet Earth is going through a very difficult transformation from the point of view of physical reality. It needs to let go of a lot of old things. So a lot of things are now moving. You might see a lot of storms, weather that hits you in a physical way, that puts motion into things. The winds might be getting very strong. There might be floods and everything like this that moves things in a physical level. And this is also seen on the metaphysical level on your lives. It might be that you have to first let go of something before you can get a new thing in your life. It might be very painful. You might have got accustomed that this is me, that this relationship is me, or this job is me, or these things I own are me. But we say, no, we say, try to see it as a process of letting go before you can receive new things. There is this thought pattern on your planet Earth that the more you own, the more you have, the greater you are. We say the opposite. The more you can let go, the more you can flow, the more you can be free, the more closer to greatness you are. And this thought pattern is now being dismantled in a very clear way, especially among the light workers. So we would say to you, if your dream was to be rich, if your dream was to own a lot of things, you might have to let go of that. But know and trust that you will get everything you need. You will have all the tools, all the people, all the love, all the money, all the resources to do the work you came here to do. Trust that. We say trust that. Pray for that. Ask for that. Manifest that. See it in your lives. It will come. Now here we share this guidance of how to act when you feel your mind is limiting you. When your mind says, I do not have this, I cannot have this, I will not have this. It is creating a blockage in that thing coming into your life. We remind you again, dear light workers, in these moments when you feel this happening, now is a very good time to reprogram that mind and tell it, consciously tell it, no, I will get it. I already have it. I will have it in my life. It will come to me in the last moment. My neighbor will give me 500 euros in the last moment. I will find a 100 euro bill on the floor. I can pay this bill. I can do my work here. I will have all the resources. Somebody will buy me a new laptop. I will get this car I need. Maybe my father will pay for it, or a distant relative gives me a heritage that will allow me to buy this house. This way, you are creating opportunities, a port of unity, opportunities. A port opens in this way when you tell your mind, it will come. If you close it by telling it's not here, your mind is getting stuck in the energy of not having it. You just have to figure out a way to tell your mind, it is possible. Don't worry about how it will happen, just that it will happen. This way you are reprogramming your mind to stay in the trust process, the process of trust. Fear is about not being worth something. You are worth it. You're worth everything you need in your life. Know that, dear light worker. You are worth it so much more than the physical things you own, the women you have, the cars you own, the houses you have, the status you have in your society. Your worth is so much more than that. It might be even that in this moment many of you might be required to let go of that old egoistical thinking of having to have so many things in their lives, like we said earlier. This is a process where you also might encounter that you will have to give first before you can receive. You might have the feeling of, I should pay this person, I should get this lesson, I should get this healing from this person, or so on, so on, so on, whatever. I should buy this thing. If you get this feeling, put the money into motion. Put it forwards to whoever you feel needs it, whoever could help you. This way you will receive also more. We encourage you in this moment to give, to put forward the expression of giving. It might not mean that you have to let go, or actually you might just receive more when you do this, and actually it works like this, that when you are ready to give, you will receive. So this is also something we remind you right now. One other thing, looking at the energies now you're dealing with, there's a lot of judgment going on. And this judgment is something that your collective mind is now processing. The judgment might be judging your neighbor, judging your close ones, judging your loved ones, judging those who you don't know. But this is a process now that the collective mind is trying to figure out how to let go of this judging, how to see, allowing things to be alive, whatever they are. So know that this is now accelerated in a way, this kind of even very not nice feeling, thinking in your mind. You might be having a lot of not nice thoughts at this moment. So just know it will pass. It will pass, it will get easier. There is no way to process things without looking at them. So the mind looks at its own thoughts and repeats them until it is ready to move on. Until it sees, oh, this happened because of that. Oh, this was supposed to happen so I could get here. Oh, she gave me this gift of freedom through leaving me. Oh, our marriage broke, so now I'm in this situation where I have room to build anew. These kind of thoughts might be really tormenting you, but just know that they are here to put you in a better place. The mind is like in a simplified way, the human mind is constantly looking at things from different angles in order to understand that thing. And now there's a lot of this old thinking being released. This old thinking where somebody thinks they are better than the other person. This is especially a theme right now you're going through as a collective. And even you, dear light workers, might have a lot of these thoughts right now that show you different angles of this subject of feeling, oh, I'm better than this, oh, he's worse than me, or whatever like that. So just know that this will pass. We would say for the next 4 months there is this strong process going on where the mind is evaluating itself. Yes, we talk about the greater mind, the collective mind, the greater consciousness, the overmind of the human race, which is manifested in each individual, and as above, so below. This process is now happening where individuals are looking at whatever they have gone through their life, whatever they thought they had good in their life or bad in their life, and trying to see how can I let go of this, whatever it was, how can I accept and release whatever I was putting into this box where I thought this is me, this is me, this is me, this is me, this is me. When you're in this box of this is me, it's a very difficult way to go out of that if you identify with whatever you thought was important in life. And now the collective mind is doing this process of rotating that box, that cube, looking at it from all angles so it can dismantle it. And then a new energy, a new structure can come in, which is actually a more crystallized version, a more multidimensional version of that what is me, what is you. So this is now being reprogrammed in your collective consciousness. this what is me, what is you, what is the human race, what is the human identification, how does it look, because we are now going towards galactic consciousness in a very strong way. The process is now elevating, the process is now getting faster, the process is now that you might even start to see more light ships in the skies, more ideas about galactic consciousness coming into your collective field, and this will now accelerate until the next 3 or 4 years at least. This process will accelerate. So you are forced in a way to look at what is the human race actually, where does it come from, where are its origins, are we actually just born here on planet Earth, or do we have a greater connection to the whole cosmos? And this is now being slowly revealed more and more to you. Also, more of you light workers especially are now being called to turn a new page on your life. So know that those difficult things have come through, those very difficult things. Many of you might feel like you have been torn out of your current life, like you had no option but to tear the old pages and throw them away. They were even like, ah! But that has been now a process that needs to have happened in order for you to again stand your way, stand in your new way, in a proud way, and see from a more free place what is my identity, what am I doing here. This will become more clear, especially for you light workers who are already in the path of the awakening. And much more young souls now, we mean young humans who are many old souls, are now awakening to this truth. So there is a new wave of awakening starting to happen. We can see it starting to accelerate during the upcoming winter. So much more young people will now open up to the collective consciousness and the galactic consciousness. So in this way it would be beneficial if you who already have experience can start to form groups, can start to build systems, websites, books, share information, put it out there, please, do it. You will help so many people when the cascading effect of many of you light workers who have so much strength, so much light power, so much power to change the collective consciousness actually. If you start to put out your truth to the world more and more, those young people will find it. It is a time of confusion also. The confusion comes from the fact that the human mind doesn't know anymore what it is. It doesn't know where to identify itself. But this will pass at some point. Looking at the current situation from our current viewpoint, we would say if things go as planned, designed, aligned, the next 3 or 4 years after that, the things will come to a much more calm place, to a much more aware place where you're coming from and what your origin is. So we say, hang in there. There is a lot of light awaiting you. Hang in there. And you might feel very confused even during these times, very like your roots are being ripped out, like you don't know how to be, like you don't know where to go, what should I do, I don't know. Then we would say just trust the process. Don't think too much. If you feel like I should go on a journey, or I should go on this course, or I should meet this person, or whatever, go towards that. That will lead you towards whatever you are desiring in your life. Now is a good time also to be selfish in a good way, in a positive way. Be selfish in that way that, especially with you, dear light workers, you need your space, you need your way to enjoy this life. Be selfish about that. Claim your space in this world. Claim your happy place in this world. Claim whatever makes you happy, that you feel that would make you enjoy this life. Claim it. Claim it as your right as a human, as a light worker, as a starseed. You have the right to enjoy life. You have the right to have good things in your life. Many people, especially you, dear light workers and starseeds, feel that you're responsible for the happiness of others, that you should sacrifice yourself for the happiness of others. But in this time, we would guide you to do those things which bring you happiness. You have been suffering so much, you have been sacrificing so much just to come here, you know. So now it would be a good time to recharge in any ways you can. Are you thinking about taking that trip, taking that journey? Do it, manifest it. It will bring you happiness. If it brings you happiness, you can do your work better. This is what is needed. We need light workers to go out into the world and put their energy there. Wherever you're going, you're serving your highest best there. Don't worry about it. You're always serving your highest best wherever you are. In whatever situation has manifested in your life, you have created it to allow something to happen on your soul progress, on your soul's journey. It needs a lot of different things to happen in order for you to see what works and what doesn't. So in this way, especially beginning of next year from January, the energy is such that it supports this finding of your happy place, and from that freedom, maybe it means for you to let go of your previous job, relationship, or your possessions, house, whatever is keeping you down, whatever is feeling like this is just putting me down. Or maybe you're feeling too responsible and not wanting to move or change or transfer because you're attached to whatever relationship you're attached to. It might be even thinking that I should always be with my children or with my wife or with my spouse, or I should always stay in the same place because here is good and it's safe. But we would say to you, whatever makes you happy, makes your environment and your spouse, your children even more happy when you can do that transformation for yourself, to find a good place for you to work at, to find a good place for you to live at, and so on and so on and so on. So this is something we really encourage you to do in the upcoming months. Find things that you are a little bit afraid of doing, but would feel that help you in big ways. This is our encouragement. The energies are so strong that they now support this free flowing energy, especially this free flowing way of being, where you're not attaching to any one thing. This is our message for you in this moment. We were the Sirians, always serving with light and love. And now a little bit light language section to activate something in your bodies and mind, if you allow it. Sirki kamo iknaye na huku yakimo takura sahera. Shirki karuka maema uruka shakika shakika. Shirki kakura marema yukura sharuka sharuka. Shirki kakura marema hakera haruma. Urkuka ikika urkuka ikika. Nukuma ika isika aurukukuya maa. Ikima uruya maa yakama. Ishikikiwa urkika unikama ikima a. Shiki umo iya nakuma iya rama. Shukika urikama shikima urki akuma urki. Shikuka kirkima karuku. Uri ma ish are ish. Sukimao urukuya urukikamuya. Shinkin nau kita shingin na kikawaita. Hikawika kikawarawita. Nakuma shakum shinkum. Hiu. Uruka ikima rasaka uma ya na tokuya ma kukuma. Sukura ima ikna ukuma kerema. Shiwakiya wayikta urukuya. ikima uruhima ikima ishinka umraika nakuma irama urima akema irama urukekema shikndko shipu urukikima erekish urukuma ikima shap shap. Thank you. My name is Sakari. Thank you for listening to this. Thank you. Kiitos. Until next time. Bye bye.